For the past 6 months, I've been living as a digital nomad, and here's why you might want to consider doing the same to make more money. I'll review the pros and cons and tell you about my experience. Let's dive right in. To be clear, I was working full-time remotely from San Francisco, one of the most expensive cities in the US. After I shut down my Airbnb business in Hawaii, I wanted some change in my life. After I shut down my Airbnb business in Hawaii, I wanted some change in my life, so I decided to move to the States. But to be transparent, the job doesn't pay over 6 figures a year, which is a bit of an issue when you're paying over $2,000 to $3,000 a month just for rent. As you may know from my channel, I'm currently working on various challenges and business to showcase the possibilities and build a solid business for myself. And that's when the thought of becoming a digital nomad came to my mind. I wanted to reduce the expenses while making the same or more from my job and my side hustles. Now, just to be straight up with you guys, being a digital nomad will save you money in the long run, because in the last 6 months, I've worked from Chiang in Thailand and South Korea. If you look at the cost of living comparison, consumer price including rent is 300% higher in San Francisco, which is just ridiculous. But as some of you may have guessed, money is not everything, so let me now go over the pros of living and working remotely from Chiang Mai and Korea. The first benefit to being a digital nomad in Chiang Mai is the cost of living difference. If you're coming from the US, you can expect everything to be 2 to 3 times cheaper. Sweet! I stayed at multiple Airbnbs and a 3-star hotel here and only paid about $25 to $35 a day, or about $900 monthly. And if you enjoy Thai food, it's about $3 to $5 a person, which is insane. Generally, everything is cheap here, so you can save a lot more and invest that money into your other ventures. The second pro to working in Chiang Mai is the language. Since it is a digital nomad city, there are a lot of foreigners from all over the world, meaning that English is the primary universal language here, which most people will understand, and even the elderly will be able to speak or understand simple English. The third benefit pertains mainly to Chiang Mai in Asia, which is the third cheap food delivery price. When you order any food in Chiang Mai, there are no premium prices on the food like when you order on DoorDash. So what you pay in the restaurant is the same price you will see when delivered. Also, the delivery fee is technically free at about $3 a delivery. I think the last pro is self-explanatory, but you pretty much have the freedom to be anywhere and work anywhere you want. To some people, this is like once in a lifetime thing where you essentially get paid while traveling. Now that you know the benefits, should you decide to move tomorrow? Let's go over the cons before you book your ticket. One of the biggest downside I've experienced is the difference in time zone. This is one of the main reasons I'm actually going back to the West Coast, but more on that later. Because I have to work primarily from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. California time, that's 11 p.m. to 8 a.m. here in Chiang Mai. It technically means I don't get to see the sunlight very much, and honestly, my body definitely feels the difference. It really takes a toll on your body over time, since your body is confused to why there ain't no sunlight for that sweet vitamin D. Also, because you're working overnight, you don't get to enjoy the main benefit of living in Chiang Mai: the food. I swear to this day, I've ordered pretty much the same variation food every night because there are hardly any restaurants that are open during that time. I mean, what's the point of food being cheap if you're eating the same food every day? The second biggest con for me is the roaches and rats at night. If you don't mind them, then you can pretty much skip this part, but if you're walking late at night, expect to see a roach every day on the street, and you might even see some rats staying through the trash. I came from San Francisco, where you will never see roaches, and it's just one of the things that may or may not affect people's decision to move here. The last con that applies to being a digital nomad is that you're always traveling. Because you technically are visiting as a traveler, you have a limited time to stay in one place. That means you must plan your next destination or get out of the country if you want to return and stay longer. This can somehow add up in your expenses if you don't plan carefully, which defeats the purpose of trying to save money as a digital nomad. Lastly, if you've always been thinking of starting something online and wanted to travel while working, I highly recommend getting a remote job to spend the extra time on your side hustles. I'm going over every business that I'm currently doing, which you can check out here. Thanks for watching. Peace.